My office is an absolute disaster. That's because I'm in the middle of moving, and in a couple of days, all of this is going to change. But today's June 11th, which means I had to do a special video. Today, we're going to talk about someone I never talk about, and that would be my dad, my French Canadian dad. So let's talk about it. Bonjour, Mishko Paganon, Quain Adishnakas Mungdodam. Hi, everybody. My name is Sandy Boucher. I'm Red Thunderbolt Woman of the Loon Clan, a proud member of Seine River First Nation in Treaty 3 territory in Northern Ontario. And yes, I am the daughter of a beautiful Anishinaabe Kwe, a proud member of Seine River First Nation with family ties to Couchiching First Nation. But I'm also the daughter of a beautiful, amazing French Canadian that I knew as my dad. My dad was born in 1913 in Saint Jerome, Quebec. And unfortunately, he was still quite a young man when both his parents passed away. So like many people at that time, it was up to him to find a way to survive. And he did. Eventually, he fell in love. He got married. He had a couple of daughters with his wife, and then World War II happened, and my dad signed up to serve. He was overseas for 4 years, and he came back to his wife, his 2 daughters, and a 2-year-old son. And that's when my dad decided to move to Ontario. Now, if anyone knew my dad, you knew he was the handyman, the jack of all trades, master of none. He was hardworking, and he made a living doing odd jobs here, there, and everywhere, and eventually that line of work led him to a small northern Ontario town. He was hired to help the homeowner cut firewood for the winter, and that's what he was doing. And every single morning, a young man would walk by on his way to school. And every afternoon, the young man would walk by again. Now, knowing both of them and their outgoing personalities, it doesn't surprise me at all that they struck up a friendship. The young man would talk to my future dad on his way to school and discussing a wide variety of things. Of that, I have no doubt. And as they got to know each other, and as my eldest brother decided he really liked this guy, he told my future dad that you should really meet my mom, which my future dad found hilarious. It was the very next day, on his way to school, that George brought my mom to meet my future dad. And that is how my parents met. Now, I was only 17 when my dad passed away, and it was actually years after he passed that I thought to ask my mom a question because I knew how much they loved each other. And I asked her, I know how you two met, but how much time passed between you two meeting and you two living together? Now, my mom and I had a very close relationship, but she just giggled and turned red and really didn't want to answer me, but I was old enough to get an answer, and she knew that. So eventually she told me. Honestly, I don't remember if it was 2 weeks or 2 months, but I know it wasn't long. And that didn't matter because those two were together until the day they died. Now, they had 27 years together when my dad passed away. And for 24 years, Mom waited to join him. She used to tell me often that the only reason she was here was for us, her kids, us kids. And then as soon as we knew everything we needed to go on without her, that she would get to be with Dad again. When I did her eulogy, that's exactly what I shared. That even though we all missed her, we had to celebrate that she was finally with Dad again. Today is my dad's birthday, and I have no doubt in my mind that wherever he is dancing with my mom, and that makes me smile. Now, tomorrow we'll go back to discussing all the crazy reconciliation stuff, but if you ever wondered why I truly believe Indigenous and non-Indigenous can get along with each other, it's because I saw it every single day growing up. Until tomorrow, I love you. Take care. Bye-bye.